Hi everyone, this is Denise here. I'm one of the founders of Food for Life. If you haven't heard of my story, you can go onto our website to read a little bit about that. But I am a two-time stage 4 cancer survivor. This month will actually be my 10-year anniversary of the last time that I stopped chemotherapy. I won't go through too much of that in this video. I did write a little bit of a reflection in my newsletter that I sent out, I think it was last week, so you can check that out. If you haven't received that email, let us know so we can add you to our mailing list. But today I wanted to just go through some of the products that I picked out for November, and I wanted to just quickly go through them, why I chose them. Every product that we have in Food for Life is personally handpicked by myself. Sometimes it's because I need them, sometimes because some of my patients need them. So I just wanted to share with you some of the reasons why I love these products. So first is the Udo's oil, and this oil blend is really not really a supplement for me. It's a food, it's a foundation for our bodies. Every single one of our cells need this oil. Omega-3 and 6 is an essential oil. It's essential fat that our bodies can't produce, so we have to get them from food sources. And the reason why I like this oil blend is it is plant-based, so you like when it's coming from plants and seeds, you have just more control over the quality. Nowadays with the fish in the sea or in the ocean, it's harder to control the quality. And of course, for those who are plant-based, like this is a great option to get your omega oils in. Also, it is in a good ratio of 2 to 1 of omega-3 and 6s. So there's a lot of questions about why do we need omega-6s if we already taking in so much omega-6. And what Dr. Udo said to me is that the omega-6s that we're taking in, for example, from the biscuits, the pastries that we're eating, the chips, the crisps, these are all damaged omega-6s. Or when you're out in the restaurants and they're using vegetable oils, these are a lot of the times the cooking methods are damaging the oils. And so yes, we're exposed, I would say, to a lot of omega-6s. We perhaps intake a lot of them, but unfortunately they are damaged. And so these are just unrefined plant omega-3 and 6s. And so with this smart blend, this is omega-3, 6, and 9, so exactly what's in here, but they have included DHA from algae. And so this is just for kids, for elderly who can't do the conversion. So for adults, a lot of us can convert the omega-3 and 6 into DHA. But what I want to say is I get a lot of questions about, well, why don't I just take the DHA? Why don't I just take, for example, a straight DHA oil? You are missing the ALA. So the ALA is a form of omega-3, and it's good for your joints and everything. As I said, every part of your cells need these omega fatty acids. And if we're just taking straight DHA APA, it's not that it's not good, but it's predominantly helping maybe your heart health, your brain function, your eyes. And so this is why I say the Udo's oil is really my basic foundation food. So I pour it into my soups, my salads, my smoothies, basically anything that I'm eating, I'll pour it into it so I can get my basic foundation. And then if I want to supplement with a fish oil, if I want to supplement with the krill oil, for example, this one, then I know that, okay, this is going to be helping, for example, my heart health or my eyes or brain, where I'm getting a higher dosage of DHA. So krill is a safer, it's basically a safer form of your typical fish oil. So as we know, with fish oil, there are a lot of issues with mercury levels, heavy metals in the ocean today, in the fish. Krill is our small little crustacean species, so they're not as exposed to these, and it doesn't stay in their bodies. And also with krill, it naturally has an antioxidant called astaxanthin. It's what makes the krill red, and that is also what protects the oil from becoming rancid. So the last thing we want to do is take omega oil and have it become rancid. So these are kind of my top 3 basic products for health. And just moving on to the Salidenum and Magnesium, which is also in our November special. The Salidenum is a calcium, magnesium, zinc formula for building bones. Magnesium is a straight magnesium. A lot of questions that I get asked about the Salidenum is that, well, there's already magnesium, or there's already vitamin D and zinc in this product. Do I need to take, for example, more D, or do I need to take another magnesium? The answer is yes, if that's what your body needs. Because the magnesium, D, and zinc in here is not to help supplement your deficiency. It's to help you absorb the calcium. And so this is really more for like a bone building calcium kind of supplement. So it just, what we call them are cofactors. So the nutrients are cofactors to help you with the calcium absorption and utilization. And then the magnesium is a straight magnesium, and what I love about Salus is just that they're all natural herbs, plants, so it's easy to absorb, liquid form. They do use high absorption of magnesium, so I believe this one is a magnesium gluconate, so it's not like a citrate where it might aggravate your intestinal tract, but this one is really so that your body can absorb the magnesium. And magnesium is really, really important, especially in this day and age where we're just running ourselves long and hard, and it does deplete our magnesium stores. So magnesium is a mineral that I often see people are deficient in. And so if you're feeling tired, or anxious rather, if you're feeling anxious, if it's really difficult for you to sleep, magnesium can really, really help with that.